What's going on, guys? Welcome to something completely different. I'm extremely hyped for this video. I have not watched it yet. You guys have seen the title. This is the trailer for Ark Aberration. From what I've heard, I haven't watched it myself, that is completely out of the ordinary. I even Googled to see what aberration means, and it's a departure from what is normal, usual, or expected. Typically something that is unwelcome. So I think this is going to be completely just blown off the map, something completely different that Ark has never done before. And I'm watching it in the highest quality. They actually sent this to me head on. So at first, we're just going to watch it through, okay? We're just going to watch it through. I'm just going to pretty much stare at the screen. And then we're going to go back and we're going to watch it. We're going to pause it and talk about different parts of it. So just to start, just quick little reaction to what the trailer is. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Okay. Oh, that looks dope. I can't talk. Shh. Okay. Yo, I think I know what that is. Okay. So that was freaking sweet. I know all the Ark fans out there are going to enjoy that for real. Okay. Yeah, there's something about this. I'm goosebumps. You can't really see them, but I got goosebumps. So we're looking at October 2017 for Steam, Xbox, and PS4. We're going to watch it through now. We're going to pause at certain moments, and we're going to talk about each thing. We're trying to make the video not too long. We're going to turn it down a tad just so it's not as, like, hype, because we're going to be clicking through. So we have all of this information here. So I got the space bar, so we're just going to use the space bar. So waking up right here, this kind of looks like the reminiscence of an obelisk. It kind of does. Like on the right, you can see there's like a lot of metal. Nothing's really glowing, but it looks like the reminiscence of an obelisk, like a crashed obelisk. This is just probably a cave of some sort. I think a lot of this game is going to take place underground in caves. This little adorable fiend, I'm going to have at least 35 of those. I don't know what his exact ability is. I assume it's going to be like a walking torch. But it's like adorably ugly. It kind of reminds me of my pit bull. I'm definitely going to name the first one Bo, like guaranteed. Just look at that thing. Adorably ugly, and then he flops on the ground. So this is really cool. You can see the bug on the left. I'm not sure what they're going to have a place in here. I don't think these are all different bugs, but you can see one on the right there. And as you go down, you throw it, you can see all the bones and the reminiscence of the dinosaurs that once lived. So that's really cool. So I'm going to explain later on, like towards the end where everything kind of gets more explained. This also looks like a broken down obelisk here. Not sure what that thing in the middle is. It looks like he's trying to deliver whatever this fig looking thing to that thing. Everything starts to crumple. Ziplining. Thank God they put this in the game. There was a mod like that I used during a very short mod series I did with Boomer, where we use ziplining, and it was so cool. And this looks like even more advanced. Rope ladders are finally ropes. Also, you can look off to the left. I'm going to rewind it here. So if we look off to the left, you can see on the bottom left, like you can't really see it too well, but if I pause, it's kind of covered up by this, but you can see this like naked mole rat from like Kim Possible. Not sure what that's going to play in, but I've never seen one of those before. That's a different type of monster or creature that we haven't seen. This looks like a mushroom forest. You can see on the right, these are a bunch of mushrooms, and the platform is going into a wall, which is really cool. On the left as well, you can see a rope onto that building. That looks like we might be able to build some elevators, some primitive elevators, unlike how we have the metal elevators in the other game. So this image really does show a lot, especially for structure, and like a builder such as myself, I really do enjoy seeing stuff like that. Let's actually go back and see if we can't find or spot anything on that last image. Looks like some refining forges. Nothing special here. You see the mole rat at the top left again. So this thing alone, an invisible flying dragon dinosaur looking thing. I mean, like, there's not much to talk about here, except that that's dope as hell. You get a glimpse of the map here, which, like I said, it kind of seems like it's mostly underground, kind of. So if we go back a second, when he's flying, you can look up here, and you can see that you can see, like, the open world. I wonder if you can even get up there, or if that's going to be edge of the world. I'm curious. So this is really dope. One, we see some different type of combat armor that we've never seen before. And two, we have these climbing pickaxes, which are going to be a huge part of this game. And then right here, you see, this is a double mounted. Seems like a giant irradiated scorpion of some sort. But the cool thing is that you see raptors here. Nowhere else in this have we seen dinosaurs that were previously in the other game. So you are going to be able to get what it looks like is raptors or some other types of dinosaurs that were in the original game. But when it comes to like all these new beasts and stuff, they're going to be introduced in different ways. This one seems to be able to grab 2 people at a time. See, he grabs the one off the raptor, slaps him on the ground. These are flying wingsuits. I mean, can you complain? That's going to be dope for PvP, as long as they're not too crazy overpowered. Then they fly on down. That is just really cool. So this here, these little gremlins here, this looks like a different type of environment, maybe a cave within the cave. These gremlins, I don't know what this weapon is. It's some kind of laser beam, but you can also see the gloves that he's wearing. They're kind of like rubber hazmat gloves from Rust, so that's another armor that we're going to be seeing. And these are the gremlin things again, but this time they're mean. They start to puff up. It seems like that daddy thing behind him maybe makes them prime, or not prime. What is it, alpha? Maybe they're an alpha version of those gremlins. And they all seem to turn. And let's just go back to the beast behind it. Whatever the hell that thing is. It kind of looks a little bit similar to, what are we at, 104 here? It looks relatively similar to the flyer here, but in like a different version. So let's go back to 104. Another crystal cave, it looks like there. So this part is probably like the coolest thing. I always love lore and story. I'm a huge fan of Game of Thrones and like kind of looking into the back end of a lot of stories. There you see a purple obelisk collapsed. You can see an obelisk behind it to the right, also kind of cut in half and broken. This looks like the surface of the island. And what happened was all these beasts and creatures and stuff, they got irradiated and changed, and they went into the ground, and then they tried to stay away from what is the surface. And as you can tell, the surface doesn't look that great. It looks kind of nasty. It looks like nobody could possibly live up here. And that's what we're seeing here. And there you can see that planet that we probably left. So that's it. That's pretty much my breakdown of the trailer. If you guys seen anything that I may have missed, I would go ahead and comment down below. Maybe give me some opinions on what you guys think this is going to fit into the story. Now that we have Ark's story, I think it adds a lot more to the game to be able to have something like this, which is going to be a DLC. I'm seriously looking forward to it. Personally, let's watch it through one more time together, just for excitement factor, and enjoy it. Because this is going to be epic. I'm looking forward to doing a full playthrough from beginning to end. Best creatures, not necessarily dinosaurs anymore, but it's going to be really cool. He's just so adorable. The new flare mechanic, that's really awesome too. Didn't bring that up. Don't know what this thing is. Maybe some type of mining tool. I'm hyped. I'm so hyped. Those are gonna be dope. Oh, I didn't actually notice before, but look, you can see this glowing sword here. You do see that sword later when it goes to the boss fight. See, you see the sword again here. That looks like the skin for the sword in Conan Exiles, if you remember correctly. Looks very similar. New gloves on that guy, looks like. Very different gloves than we're used to. Those pickaxes are so cool. Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, my quick little reaction. If you guys want to go over to the Ark YouTube channel to watch this yourself, obviously you can. But we did watch it like 3 times just here. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you're hyped for my playthrough on Ark Aberration, please stick around with the channel, click that subscribe button, and we will be doing a full playthrough when it releases in October of this year. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next one. Check out for another Ark video today where we're unboxing the limited edition PS4 version as well as something pretty special.